If you clicked on this video, you've either just started training, you've been training for a while and are looking to get a little bit better at the basics, or you've been training for a very long time and just want to see if I know what the heck I'm talking about. I've been training just under 4 years and I am a purple belt under a direct Renzo Gracie black belt. I want to talk about the very basics of closed guard. Closed guard is one of the most basic positions in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it's a position that you're going to find yourself in a ton through your entire Jiu-Jitsu career. To put it simply, you're sitting on your butt with your legs wrapped around your opponent's hips and your feet are locked behind them. Typically you would think that the guy on bottom is losing the position or isn't in control, but with closed guard that tends to be the complete opposite. If you have an effective closed guard, you have a ton of control that the opponent can't do much about. If you're keeping your knees tight and your legs strong, your opponent can't just stand up and get out. You control their posture and their movement, and after a while, that gets super annoying on top if you cannot pass the guard. There are several simple but effective submissions that you can get off your back in closed guard. You have your triangles, your guillotines, your kimuras, your arm bars, omoplatas, all these things that you should be learning early on in your jiu-jitsu journey. There's many different ways to get off your back and right into top position from bottom closed guard. You have your hip bump sweeps, your arm drags from bottom position, all of that to get to the back or to get on top mount. As you go against more experienced opponents, there will be some danger if you hang out in bottom closed guard. If you just sit there squeezing your legs for several minutes at a time and not staying active, you're going to stall your opponent out and just drain yourself of energy, and eventually you're going to get your legs opened and your guard passed. You've got to stay creative because eventually everybody learns the closed guard basics. Like, you're probably early in your jiu-jitsu journey, you're learning it right now, and so is everybody else. Like I said, you have to get creative. The more experienced opponents you go against are going to understand the classic setups. They know traps off the setups that you're going to do. It's basically a game of chess everywhere in jiu-jitsu, but especially in those positions. If you want to have a super effective closed guard, you have to master the next few things I'm about to mention. You absolutely must control your opponent's posture. You need to pull them down with your legs, have the collar ties, control their arms, start isolating the arms, control the head a ton. A postureless opponent is 100% a vulnerable opponent. Another thing, you need to stay active when you're sitting in bottom closed guard. You can't hang out and just sit there. You gotta set traps, get creative with your angles, move your hips. Do not keep your hips pinned to the mat. Number 3 is you need to drill the basic submissions that you learned day 1. The highest rated submissions that are hit at a high level are all of the basic submissions. Arm bars, triangles, cross collar chokes, guillotines, all of these you learn very early on. And another thing is you need to be shooting for submissions and chaining them together. If your triangle doesn't work, you have the arm right there. Even if your arm bar doesn't work, you have the triangle right there. If the triangle doesn't work, you have the omoplata. Again, this is all stuff that you should be learning within your first 6 months to a year in jiu-jitsu, and you need to be focusing on these things a lot of the time that you're on the mats. I really hope some of these things in this video are able to help you with your closed guard game. It's personally my favorite position in all of jiu-jitsu. That's where most of my submissions come from, are off my back in bottom closed guard or bottom half guard. If you've watched this far in the video, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and let me know what positions or submissions you'd like me to cover in the future. Thank you for watching.